why Jerry Jones is right not to pay Micah Parsons. Why Jerry Jones is right not to pay Micah Parsons. And here's the catch, man. Let's get into this thing right now. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. Y'all know the routine. Get down in the description. Follow me on the socials. Do all that stuff. Hit that like, share, comment, and subscribe button. We got to jump right into this thing because y'all know when I got on my big D hat, we got to get in here and talk about America's team. How about them Cowboys? Guys, the brilliance of what I'm seeing happening right now with Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons made me realize I gotta get up, make a video on this that's gonna give y'all a different take, right? I'm watching everybody say Jerry Jones paid a man, that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, Jerry Jones is doing something. I believe this is just my opinion. I don't have no inside sources. I'm just a Cowboy fan that's crazy like all the rest of us who believe we're gonna go to the Super Bowl every year, and we don't stop believing until there's no more reason to believe. But I think Jerry Jones is doing the right thing by not paying Micah Parsons. I'm just telling y'all that right now. Jerry Jones, right? Jerry Jones has paid Dak. He's paid CD Lamb. Now, y'all got to remember, let's go back to when Emmitt Smith wanted more money. Probably arguably one of the best running backs in the history of the game behind Walter Payton, maybe. Emmitt Smith was allowed to walk. I think that what's happening, guys, is that Jerry Jones is trying to teach the owners. Here's my catch now. I think Jerry Jones is trying to teach the owners that it's a privilege to be in the NFL, not anything else. And I think they want to remind these players that once the employer gets shaken down by the employee, it's no longer the employer's business anymore. Jerry Jones is trying to show a market reset. Y'all remember when a market reset before he died. See, because this is going to go to Stephen Jones and all this kind of stuff. Jerry Jones is now trying to let his son know how you got to handle the new age athlete. Because now these players are demanding what the owner should do. And Jerry Jones has always been, nah, man, you with the Cowboys. I can lowball you and you still, right? And you still are going to win because you remember the Cowboys. Y'all look at Michael Irvin when he go back to Dallas, Troy Aikman when he go back to Dallas, Tony Romo when he go back to Dallas. These guys are relevant because they were Cowboys. Jerry Jones is doing a market reset now. Now, I'm not saying Micah Parsons ain't going to get a deal with the Cowboys, but I like what Jerry Jones is doing. It's a market reset for these other owners. Things ain't been right since that Deshaun Watson contract, and they got to get some stuff back in line, guys, or it's really not sustainable. Because y'all know the NFL makes their money off of television revenues. And now Amazon is in the game. Netflix is in the game. But at the end of the day, guys, there's going to have to be a market reset. And Jerry Jones, if anybody's going to be the marketing genius to do it, it's going to be Jerry Jones. Now, we all know as a fan, looking at it with our own eyes, that Micah Parsons should be paid. I ain't saying Micah Parsons shouldn't be paid. I applaud Micah Parsons for showing up. CD didn't show up. Ezekiel Elliott didn't show up. Right? But again, what you got, guys, is he had to pay Dak because of the injury. But my point to you guys is Jerry Jones knows what he's doing. Everybody's watching what's going to happen with Micah Parsons. And I really don't believe Micah Parsons wants to leave Dallas. I think Micah Parsons' agent is telling him not to do it this way. And I think that's why Micah Parsons went out and tweeted that he wants to trade and saying, thank you, Dallas. See, y'all don't understand. He ain't giving up Dallas that early. He can walk in Nick and Sam's and order whatever he wants. The table going to be waiting. He's sitting courtside at the Dallas Maverick game. Now, I ain't saying that it's going to happen in any other city. But if y'all ain't never been to Dallas to see how these boys get treated, no other city treats their football players the way the city of Dallas treat the Cowboys. Jerry Jones got a brand that's going to last your whole lifetime. Your whole your whole family going to benefit from it. And that's got to have some monetary value, right? So I think Jerry Jones is doing a market reset to get these players back in line because the owners don't get to hold out. The owners know what it takes to build a big business. And now these players are really shaking down the owner. And that's not why the owner got into this business, right? It's still an employer-employee relationship. We're going to pay your market value, But what's happening, guys, is at some point the money gonna run out, or at some point you're gonna have 2 or 3 guys getting paid and everybody else getting minimum wage. That's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem that you got. But here's another thing, guys. Reason why he's trying to teach Micah Parsons a lesson. Jerry Jones has not been happy with Micah Parsons since he started the podcast. And let me tell y'all like this. If you don't have a podcast, one of the biggest challenges I've had, but one of the most addictive things I've ever done is being on this computer talking to you guys on the video. I know Micah Parsons is addicted to that digital media. It's hard not to be, guys. It's hard not to be. And Micah Parsons got way more influence, way more followers than me. So I can only imagine how fulfilling it is when you know people are watching, you know people are listening to your opinion, may not agree with you. But Micah Parsons, what Jerry Jones sees is a correlation of more injuries since he started the podcast, has seen less of a dog since he started the podcast. And that's where Micah Parsons is losing his leverage. Now, another team will pay Micah Parsons, but Jerry Jones knows what's going on behind the scenes. And that's why he said, man, I ain't care about Micah Parsons asking for a trade. It's part of negotiation. But Jerry Jones knows, I ain't saying Micah Parsons ain't played hurt. But once Micah Parsons got the podcast, guys, and this is one of the biggest issues I think they're going to have to negotiate in the CBA. These current players are not going to be able to have social media pages or podcasts. Now, they can get one of their family members to do it, but they got to get these players back focused, because otherwise, guys, when you start realizing that you can get on YouTube, or you can get on Twitch, or you can get on Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, and just kind of do this without having to get up and go through that grind, even though you're making millions as a football player, all Micah Parsons got to do is turn that camera on and start talking. His body ain't being, sent through the ringer every single day. But the podcast is ruining Micah Parsons' leverage with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones don't want nobody outside of the brand or bigger than the brand. He does not want anybody outside of the brand or bigger than the brand. The Cowboys is America's team. Jerry Jones knows that. And this is why the market reset before he dies and the podcast. Third reason why Jerry Jones is not trying to pay Micah Parsons all that money. He's stuck with Dak. I'm a Cowboy fan, but we ain't winning with Dak Prescott, man. And when Jalen Hurts won, Dak Prescott became less and less valuable, right? If you Jerry Jones, you got screwed with the Dak Prescott contract. That's why you didn't want to pay CeeDee Lamb. You didn't think CeeDee Lamb was trash, but I know who's throwing it to him. So now it's just cascading. And now, guys, on the defensive side, Jerry Jones has watched his people have left Dallas, and who's thrived once they left Dallas. Micah Parsons don't want to go to somewhere else and, all this kind of stuff. And everybody telling Jerry to pay Micah. No, Jerry, hold out, man. I say call his bluff. You ain't winning with that. Micah want to be a podcaster. He was dominant in the beginning. But now that he became a podcaster guy, I'm telling you, you lose that dog. You lose that dog in you. He got a good podcast. But the podcast distracts you mentally from that physical grind that's required. And that's why if Jerry Jones knows he's not going to win with Dak, and y'all saw CeeDee Lamb got on Twitter, was like, man, come on, pay the man. No, CeeDee, it don't work like that. Negotiation is a process. And you are not only negotiating for this one, you're negotiating for everybody down the line. But if you're Jerry Jones and you know you're not winning with Dak, and you want a Super Bowl before you die, okay? Why in the hell am I going to pay Micah Parsons? Because the defense have always done their job in Dallas for the most part. Your problem is Dak. And to be honest, that's why I hate that Jerry Jones didn't draft Shador. Because Dak has no pressure now to get any better. Dak is not going to win. Dak is not the quarterback that's going to take you to the Super Bowl. Nice guy, good guy. I don't know what he got going on in his personal life now. But if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm holding out. And I'm calling Micah Parsons' bluff. Man, look, go ahead. Go ahead and ask your agent who want to trade for you. I want everything from him. Including a backup quarterback. See, y'all got to understand what Jerry Jones is doing. Jerry Jones is a master at this. Jerry Jones came into this league, bought a team that was losing money, and now he has the most valuable franchise in the world. Y'all think he worried about what Micah Parsons is saying? Jerry Jones is about to put these boys back in check. And even though he deserves to be paid based on what the market has done, Jerry Jones ain't the market. Jerry Jones is America's team. And that's what Micah Parsons has to learn. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff Only something, if you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, man. And until next time, guys, I'm going to holler.